So, like, the computer's just being logical there. It's just taking it to its logical conclusion. That's hilarious. Straightforward to fix, but another odd tale for the Dwarf Fortress Chronicles. A mercenary company was hired to attack its own fort. A world history crash. That seems that... Depending on the mercenary band, they might take that contract. Because wouldn't it be perfect? Just walk into their own fort, no one thinks a thing, and then they slaughter everybody and get paid. Depending on the band of mercenaries and depending on what the status of the fort is, I wouldn't be too surprised if that's something that happened in Italy. I don't think this would go away. I think like the situation where it would actually occur should be narrow. Like a mercenary band was paid by a fort previously, and then they stopped being paid, so they left, and then another city paid them to attack where they were previously at. That seems like a perfectly viable thing. They are just mercenaries. So I hope they don't make it so that they won't ever attack their own fort, or the fort that they used to belong to. A world history crash, that happens a lot. Old raid crash, something to do with equipment settings. Oh. So what is the commentary in here? We need to go to Kitfox Games, which is right here. Dwarf Fortress, Dwarf Fortress, Dwarf Fortress, Mayor's Office. Ah. This is using flattery, corruption, and promises of revenge. November 14th of last year, though. Co-conspirators, the first artifact. Procedurally generated scaly horned maggots. Let's follow that. Send to... I'm sorry, I don't have that. And I'm not sending it to these guys because that's going to annoy them. I should make a Discord server, ultimately. That wouldn't be a terrible idea. Baby's mom controls moms with random controlling AI. It's going to be a famed bug. They die of thirst. Get married, lay eggs. Spooky. There's dice in Dwarf Fortress now. Animal Crossing, Dwarf Fortress Edition. That's brilliant. I get why this happened. I'd also see why they didn't think about it, but I get why that happened. Counseling stressed out worshippers. Dwarf Fortress, premium Dwarf Fortress. Yeah. I was not planning on restarting this thing until after. Yeah, sure, you get to stay too. Why not? Let's just add more bards. I was not planning on restarting the fortress till after the Steam release. I think this should be... No, we'll make it bigger. This big. That big should do. And so far we'll make it yay deep. And then they should start doing their thing. So this should be not channel downstairs, right there. And we'll get up downstairs until about there. And there'll be a little minecart track here with a storage waste thing there. I don't know what the bards are doing. How are we doing on drink? 95. We're a bit low on drink. Which is unfortunate. So while that happens, what kind of stuff do we have for news in Dwarf Fortress? Happy holidays. Nothing much to report on their end. Procedurally generated scaly horned maggots. Artifacts lost from last time. Include several sorts of witness events. Dwarves can notice when artifacts are missing from position or when they have been moved. And will track who has been admiring artifacts in the case that it ends up being used. The thieves can hesitate before snatching the item even when witnesses are around. And this leads to extra admiration, so it works out. Your sheriff guard captains can detain and interrogate anyone regarding the crime. That is, anybody you tell them to interrogate. As sifting through witness reports and deciding on the course of action is your job. Most recent fortnight of work took place I was on call for jury duty. That's always a fun thing. So I didn't try to start any major push. I might have been called into the courthouse the next day. Oh, another petition. Are they asking to stay, or is it just another... Yeah, they just want to stay and not actually be a citizen. Freeloaders. Main subject was variously improved undead invasions that happen in fort mode. We've done a lot of work with undead lieutenants and experimental creature and so forth, but haven't tested invasions, which would be a key method of interacting with them. Good to see the failed experiments still manage a showing, with some procedurally generated scaly horned maggots bringing up the rear behind the typical zombies. For some reason, the two lieutenants, pale ghouls in this case, were obsessed with casting pain spells on my poor horse, but they also managed to make short work of all my test civilians. Finished dwarf modes for the villain release. The main bits we need to complete are wider investigations, some interactions with them, for instance villains taking revenge, combined with other additions already completed, should be good enough to move on from classic only Fortress and to get to the Steam work. Yeah, so this will be the last classic release. So I could perhaps update to the last classic before the Steam release, but I don't know. It is kind of nice that the last classic release is done. So the next release we know of will be for Steam, which is very good. Because, of course, I'm buying this. There's no way I'm not buying that. Whoops. It's like these guys have been working on this game for years and years and years, and I've been making videos of it, so it's like the least I could do is... Heck, even if this comes out for $50, I'm fine with it. And if these... I wonder if they'll be using that tile set, because that tile set looks nice. The current one I have been using is nice, and there's a few others out there. So yeah. Still on track for January to be the month the update to Classic Dwarf Fortress is released. Cleaning things up. So once they finish cleaning everything up, they'll begin work on Premium Dwarf Fortress. This features list is too short. They could expand this feature list with whatever is actually already in the game. Oh. Why did a section of the cavern collapse? Oh no. Oh no. Oh god. They decided to go from the bottom up. You freaking idiots. Oh no. Why? I completely forgot to babysit them. Is that guy dead or alive? Oh, it's Mr. Arm, missing arm dude. Okay. Oh yeah, I think it'll have a Steam Workshop. One of the things with Dwarf Fortress is its modability. There's no way in heck they're not having a Steam Workshop for Dwarf Fortress. There's going to be a Steam Workshop. I'm kind of surprised there isn't already one. Because it could literally just make one and there'd already be moddable content for people to get. Anybody recovering this poor bugger? Yes, okay. Dwarves are stupid. I forgot how stupid dwarves were. Dwarves be stupid. You guys do that level first. Oops. Did not think about adding the stairs or allow people to go and do it from the bottom up, when they which causes them to have collapses and cave-ins and to seriously maim and murder themselves. Or would it be suicide? But whatever. It's what they do. Dwarfs be dwarves. So what is everybody doing? What are my miners doing? Sleep, drinking, sleep, and no job because he killed himself. Brilliant. Do we still have spare coffins? Is this one of those times I have spare coffins? Oh my god, I do. I still have spare coffins. I need, not blocks, cabinets. I'm gonna need cabinets for when we start making everybody their bedrooms. And there are some armor stands in those cabinets. Stop making blocks, really. There we go. Are we missing a workshop? No. How many haul jobs are there? Drinking, eating, collecting. I can't wait for some of these bards to be actual employees, because then they can help with storing everything, because there's a lot of things that need to be stored. Although it's not so bad anymore. There's more construction of rock cabinets and storing items now. Probably partly because we're missing bins. Wood chest, bin. So every bin will probably make a lot more hauling jobs. But hey, oh well. Things are getting done, which is good. Oh, the bards are in the library. What do we have for plants and how many plants? Would have gone the other way, would have probably been easier. Where's plants at? There it is. Plants. We have 385 dimple cups, because of course we do. Pigtails. I forgot how to make paper. Dwarf Fortress Wiki. I know paper industry. Raw materials, papyrus, we don't have. Pigtail. Thank you all for watching my video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed it. Also, don't forget to hit that stupid little bell thing that YouTube has added, because otherwise you won't get notifications of any new videos if you subscribe. Also, follow me on Twitter, @GenJeft, as I always have my video updates on there, so you will never miss a video if you're on my Twitter feed, because they'll all be posted. And any other dumbass comment I make as well. So, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.